Hey everyone, Geophysicist Stefan Burns here. We have just had our first significant fireball event of April 2026, and this one is weird. As you know, I've been tracking the fireball situation since March because we had this anomalous surge in fireball activity really centered over the United States, but also sightings across South America, the Caribbean, Eurasia. Australia, New Zealand. So it was a global surge in fireball sightings. We don't exactly know why. Fireball, for reference, is a meteor that comes in and it shines bright enough to be seen during the day like we see here. But this one's weird because, I mean, now that we've been looking at all these fireballs for a while, we kind of get a sense of what they look like and how they behave. This one's odd. I mean, I don't know exactly what this is. I'll just say that. The American Meteor Society, they've classified it as a fireball. NASA has classified it as a fireball. I just want to get these videos in front of you so you can make up your own mind. But here we see a video of it. This was seen widely over the eastern coast of the United States. We're talking Connecticut, Delaware, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania. We had hundreds of eyewitness reports for this, so it's the most logged event for April thus far. Some people heard sounds and flashes of light, all the thing. This is the first video. We see it apparently break into two near the very end there. And what's so odd about this is that the other fireballs have had these long vapor trails, and this one basically has no vapor trail. And it's moving almost exactly horizontally. Now that depends on the inclination that comes in to the planet, but a lot of them becoming straight down like this. This one's almost like it's flying at high speed across the Earth. And it does some weird antics at the end there, like maybe that's fragmentation. That's the most likely outcome if we're speaking about this from an astronomical perspective and we think it is a fireball. But again, I don't know exactly what this is. So I wanted to share this with you. Here is another video of this fireball. Not the best. Let me move to the other side here. And we see it's coming in. So just weird kind of behavior from this. This video doesn't show it the best because it's pretty, zooming in, zooming out, and moving around a lot. But check this video out here. This one also taken of this event. I don't know what that is, some sort of glare. But we see this fireball and coming in clearly again, like no vapor trail, stays very tight. And then it seems that maybe that's the fragmentation right there occurring at the end, but it seems to even slow down a little bit. It's odd. So this is classified as a fireball event by NASA. We can look at that. It's in our database here. So this is their Skyfall database. They only put in reports from the American Meteor Society that have 100 or more people. So we see that this was clearly a big event, and this is what they say about it. Many eyewitnesses in the states of Connecticut, Delaware, New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania have filed reports of a daylight fireball seen on April 7th at 2:34 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. An analysis of these accounts using constraints provided by publicly accessible cameras in the region places first visibility of the meteor 48 miles above the Atlantic Ocean off the shore of Mastic Beach on Long Island. Moving southwest at 30,000 miles per hour, the fireball traveled 117 miles through the upper atmosphere before disintegrating 27 miles above the town of Galloway, north of Atlantic City. And so we can look at that vector of travel here, really cutting across like that. This is the NASA report. Now we do have a similar report. This is the original American Meteor Society report. We see all the eyewitness observations. We see that they have their vector closer in to the coastline there. So I think they've updated. NASA hasn't necessarily updated their vector. Here's where we can access all these videos and photos and more. And we see that there are 228 witness reports for this. If you go to our main event page here, this is all events with at least 5 reports. We see this one there, 230. This is the one we're talking about. A new one there for Europe there, 38 reports coming in. So that's another fireball sighting. We see that we kind of cooled off though in terms of big reports. Here's one though, 81 reports for Europe on the 5th of April. So we're still certainly in a surge of sightings. And here's one for Europe as well, 165 reports. So it looks like Europe has been getting more fireballs rather than the United States as April has continued on, because here we see the last report for 100 plus for North America there, and that's on the 29th of March. So we are still getting lots of these fireballs, and this last one that was seen widely across the eastern United States definitely looking a little odd. In my opinion, most likely outcome is that that is indeed a fireball. Of course, they all come in different shapes, sizes, velocities, angles of incident, things of this nature. But this one just looks weird to me. So I personally am not comfortable 100% classifying that as a meteor or a fireball. I don't know what it is. I think that's the most likely possibility, and by a good margin, but I'm not 100% like that's a fireball, guys. So we have a lot happening right now, as you can tell. And here is the orbit of this fireball. So we can look at the orbit. So you can calculate, do like a Monte Carlo distribution of all the potential orbits that then converge on Earth based off of the trajectory information. And they all effectively converge around this object coming in from the other side of the solar system than the potential debris stream of 3i Atlas, which would be right here. This is the trajectory that interstellar object 3i Atlas passed along. We see that all the simulation runs actually go to the other side of the solar system. So if you want to see the potential orbit of this thing, there it is right there. So wanted to give you an update on this weird fireball situation that we've been experiencing in the most recent odd addition to the family. Just happened yesterday, April 7th, around 2:30 something p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I'll keep you up to date on this. If this is connected to the debris stream of 3i Atlas, we would expect this to start dying down around the middle of April. But there is a lot of evidence that's not directly connected to 3i Atlas. Where I am right now in terms of my exploration of this story and the mechanics involved here is that there is some sort of increased movement of debris from the asteroid belt right now cutting through Earth's orbit. Like you can imagine kind of a little bit of a bulge off of the asteroid belt, and we're moving through that. And when 3i Atlas fly through the inner solar system, it certainly left debris in space. Some of that is going to get mixed into the asteroid belt. If you ever do any research into the asteroid belt, you realize that there's a lot of interstellar material mixed in there. There's also a lot of material from the Kuiper belt, which happens to get mixed into the asteroid belt. So we definitely have new material from interstellar object 3i Atlas mixed into the asteroid belt. It's going to be a super, super small minor percentage of the overall mass and everything, but that doesn't mean it's not going to be there. And with time, that's going to mix throughout. And eventually we'll probably get some rocks. Like we have samples of interstellar material in our hands, I'm sure, from other impacts and things, but we may not know it. So we're going to be seeing an influence from that in the transit of 3i Atlas regardless, but not in probably any very obvious discernible way. But this is odd. And why we're passing through this higher density zone of like maybe kind of a bulge off the asteroid belt due to gravitational dynamics, that's an unknown. But we're definitely in some sort of thicker debris stream right now. It's likely interplanetary and based off of the asteroid belt rather than being some sort of interstellar debris stream that we're moving through, like the entire solar system moving into a thicker patch, though that is possible, but more likely related to the asteroid belt. So that is your video today, your update on the meteor and fireball situation. This one is odd. Let me know in the comments what you think this is. I'll keep you up to date. Thanks so much for watching. I've been your host, Stefan Burns. Please smash that thumbs up button to help the channel grow. Wishing all of you well, and I'll see you all in the next video.